When Peter Parker hides behind the lens and his mask, the law might call it deception, but only if the newspaper feels the sting. Hi, I'm attorney Jill Ruane, and in today's class in 2-Minute Law School, we are talking about whether Peter Parker could be sued for selling photos of Spider-Man to the newspaper and not telling anyone that's him. They could try, but it depends on the specifics of the situation. So is this fraud? Fraud happens when someone intentionally deceives another person to gain something, like money, property, or services. To prove fraud, the newspaper would have to show 3 things. A false representation. Peter must have said or implied something that wasn't true. Intent to deceive. Peter must have intentionally misled the newspaper. Harm. The newspaper must have suffered some kind of damage or loss because of Peter's actions. What about misrepresentation? Misrepresentation is similar to fraud, but doesn't always require intent. It happens when someone makes a false statement, intentionally or unintentionally, that causes someone else to rely on it and suffer harm. For the newspaper to sue Peter, they'd need to show that they suffered harm or financial loss. This is where the case gets tricky. The newspaper got exactly what they paid for: high-quality photos of Spider-Man. Whether or not Peter is Spider-Man didn't change the value of those photos. But what if the newspaper's reputation is harmed when people learned they knowingly bought photos from Spider-Man himself? They could argue that Peter's deception caused reputational damage, which might be in the form of a harm. The newspaper could sue Peter for fraud or misrepresentation, but they'd face a tough battle proving harm. The court might ask, did Peter's deception actually harm the newspaper financially or reputationally? Would the newspaper have refused to buy the photos if they'd known the truth? Peter could have avoided the mess by being transparent about his connection with Spider-Man. While that would risk exposing his secret identity, it would eliminate any potential claims of fraud or misrepresentation. Class dismissed. But first, if you wish you went to law school or just want to be smarter and win that next argument with your friends, be sure to hit that subscribe button and ring that bell so you can get new classes when they drop.